Oh my god, it will, in race mode it's wheel spinning. It's absolutely wheel spinning. This thing is so fast. Guys, welcome back to my budget adventure bike, my little Honda CB500X. If you haven't seen previous videos, well, I jumped on the train, I went into London and I picked up this little 2013 CB500X for the grand sum of £500. It was sitting languishing in a garage for around about 5 years, and to my surprise, all the bike needed was a battery for her to run. And on the same day, I took the bike for an MOT, which she passed. And since then, we've done quite a few things to this budget adventure bike. Remember, we've only got £1,000 to buy and build an adventure bike. And what have we done so far? Well, obviously the price of the bike, £500. Well, that's 500 quid gone before we've even started. We had an MOT, which was £30. I had to get a service kit, and the most expensive thing was these 2 new tyres. But I'll give you a bit of a walk around in the bike in a moment. But what are we planning to do today? Well, because we're on such a tight budget, after buying the tyres and everything else, I only had, I think, a couple of hundred quid left, if that. But we'll go into the numbers at the end. So, what have I purchased from cheap places like Alibaba, eBay, Temu? Well, I bought cheap stuff, haven't I? I think the majority of it will probably be rubbish, but there you go. But I've got a very generous subscriber who has given me a gift for this little Honda, which has kept us in budget, which is great news. I will show you that in a moment as well. But yeah, I'm so excited about this project, guys, and so are you, by the looks of it. Also, so is a company that has got in contact with me that have given me a little gift because they think that their gift to me has a lot in common with this bike. So that will be the final thing we open. But yeah, we've got loads of stuff to open today, and we've got loads of stuff to fit to our cheap adventure bike. Apologies, she has got rather wet. It has started raining, which is a bit of a pain. But anyway, this was our, is our budget, £1,000 in total adventure bike. I paid £500 for it. And I've gone and bought some new boots for the bike. As you've probably seen in the last video, I bought a set of Ambro tyres. They are budget tyres, adventure off-road-esque tyres. So we didn't have in the budget for more expensive tyres. These came in around about £150 and around about £50 for fitting. They look so cool. I have done a video previously, if you haven't seen it, on me riding on these tyres, and they're great. They're no problem at all. I've not taken them off road yet, but that is something we will be doing very shortly, potentially in the next video. Anyway, she's had a full service. Spark plugs, air filter, oil filter, fresh oil, all of that good stuff. So the basics of an adventure bike are here. She's got a full MOT now. I just think she looks fantastic, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think this is a proper adventure bike or not? You know, are we going to be competing with brand new £30,000 BMW GSs? Probably not. Multi-strada Ducatis? I don't think so. But that's not the point. The point is with this bike is that anybody can ride it. It's A2 friendly, so if you just passed your test, you will be able to go out and get yourself a little adventure bike like this and create, hopefully, something special. But we've got loads of little packages and bits and bobs that have been sent in the post to go through, and then we have to fit to our budget adventure bike. I have absolutely blown the budget. We do not have a penny left. So there will be a few things you guys will be thinking, oh, you should do that, you should do this. Well, you know, maybe we can in future episodes, but the whole point of this is to buy and build an adventure bike for £1,000, because I'm sick to death of seeing £30,000 motorcycles. Okay, I'm excited. It's like Christmas. I've got so many packages to open, so let's crack on. The first thing I think every bike, adventure bike, needs, and that is some heated grips. I will be honest, I didn't buy these on Temu or Alibaba or anything like that. I'll be honest, anything electrical or anything that needs to be plugged into the bike, I've tried to stay away with bigger brands, but I was able to get these R&G heated grips. I think they're around about £40 out of our budget, but they're brand new, haven't been used should fit our little CB500X. So I'm quite excited about these. I've never actually had R&G ones. I've always had the Oxfords or what's come standard. So be interesting to see if these are any good. But yeah, they're a bargain, brand new, 40 quid on eBay, and you can just go and buy them yourself. It wasn't like someone was selling a set they didn't use. They're 40 quid, so you can't argue with that, can you? What else have we got here? Oh, package. I have no idea. I can't even remember what I purchased, to be honest. Let's have a look. We will be fitting all this stuff today. Hopefully it all fits. If some things don't, they don't. What more can I do? I have not a clue. Oh, okay. Okay. We got some hand guards. Yeah, they're cheap. Because they were cheap. I think they were about 6 quid for hand guards. Bash guards, if something hits into that, it'll be fine. I've got a spare set of ones. Africa Twin ones. Saying that, Africa Twin, handguard, bendy. Cheap one from Temu, £6. I would actually go as far to say better quality than these brand new Africa Twin genuine Honda parts. So there you go, guys. It's not all crap, is it? So handguards, I think they'll look fantastic. We're going to fit those today. They will hopefully give it that more adventure look. I'm happy with that. Fantastic stuff. What is this? Looks like a shower cap. Hold the line coolers. Oh, right. The seat has a little bit of a tear in it. When I got on it the other day, it was a little bit wet. So I thought, oh, maybe we can get a seat cover. That is absolutely awful looking. That looks like P. Diddy shower cap. So, yeah, we'll put it on, see how rubbish it looks. And if it looks awful, then, which it probably will, to be honest. I think this was like £1, if that. So it hardly beat the budget on there. Oh, you probably all know what this is. Well, every adventure bike needs a phone holder, right? We need to know where we're going. This, I think, was about 4 quid, £4 or £5, so it wasn't huge sums of money. What I also forgot to mention is we had to buy a new battery for the bike as well, which was another £40, £45. So, yeah, literally everything here is what's blown the budget, but I'll put a link in the description to where I bought the stuff and how much it cost. These I absolutely love. I'm blown away by these little adventure mirrors. I think they were around about £8 or £9 from Alibaba. They move around, rotate, oscillate, move around, all that good stuff. In case, obviously, you're hitting into branches, you can move them down. So these big cumbersome mirrors behind us that, yeah, will get in the way. You actually probably see these on a lot of adventure videos. I am shocked at how well these are made. And I'm hoping they fit the bike, but who knows? So how much adventure does that look? When they're in the way, you can move them out, just bend them out. I think these are absolutely fantastic. And I'm actually going to fit some to my little Kawasaki KLR 650 adventure bike, which isn't so budget. Oh, little softy seat, because if you've got Farmer Giles problems, oh, I tell you what, it does feel a bit crap, to be honest. But there, yeah, it doesn't look too bad, actually. If you're doing long distances, I thought, you know what? This is probably a good thing to have. A little softy seat. It's actually, you might even cover over that. I've got the smallest of little tears at the bottom of the seat. I'm being overly fussy. Actually, this will probably do the job better than the shower cap. But it was cheap again. A couple of quid. What else have we got here? Oh, I know what this is. I know. This will look very cool on the bike. Well, I'm hoping it will anyway. This is really cool. This is for the front headlight, to give it that extra sort of protection and, to be honest, more of the look. I'm hoping this fits. This looks the absolute business. Look at that. This is for the front headlight. That will really give it that adventure look, especially with the hand guard. Oh, little packet. Don't know what's in here. That's what the missus calls me. Oh, I know what this is. This is a little side stand light. Well, they actually call them camel toes, believe it or not, normally. Or I think that's the brand for them. It's obviously when you sort of stop on mud or dirt or anything, your side stand isn't going to sink into the ground. So that will be very handy, especially as we've got a bit of off-roading planned. And one of, I think this is the last package. As I say, we didn't have huge sums of money, so I can't remember what this is. This is in no particular order. Also, I've got to show you what my subscriber sent, and then show you what a very generous company sent me, because they think it reminds, their product reminds them of our little CB500X. What is this? Oh, I know what this is. This is a taller screen, but not an actual screen. This is an add-on, because the screens were just silly money. So yeah, we couldn't afford to do that. So we've got a little extra type screen for, I'm going to bit Jonathan Ross there, extra type of screen to, yeah, deflect the wind a little bit. So this is all of our good stuff. The budget has gone, guys. We are literally on, it was 990, it was like £998.90 or something. I think I've got like a quid left, if that. So yes, budget well and truly broken. Okay, what have we got from our very, very nice subscriber, Tony? Tony, big thank you so much for the gift. But this is what he's given us off of his whole CB500X. He's retired now, doesn't need his bike. He's had these sitting in the garage and wanted them. Well, he just said to me, look, Ben, happy birthday, because it was my birthday a couple of weeks ago. He goes, how about a gift? So I said, Tony, you're absolutely spoiling me, because this is what I wanted more than anything else on the bike. Some Givey crash bars. I know it sounds silly, but I'm so excited. We've already got a sump guard on the bike as well, which is actually not a bad sump guard, but yeah, I really wanted these Givey ones, and these were, I think, new. They're around about 150 quid. I mean, if you're lucky enough to buy a second-hand set, you might be able to find a set for 50 quid somewhere or something like that. But yeah, Tony got in contact. It's even got the extra part where you can have the Givey protection part on there as well. So I'm going to fit these today. So yeah, with the handguards and the headlight protector and everything, it's going to look so good. So the company's called Ausom. That might give you an idea of who they are. You might have heard of them before anyway. But yes, they've given me a rather large box. And funnily enough, it's something I've really wanted for ages. We're not actually legally allowed to use them on the road or anything. But anyway, let's get that huge box out and I'll show you what they've given me. I can't believe it. I'm so excited about this. Hopefully we don't have too much packaging. Hold the line coolers. It is a twin-motored electric scooter that apparently has off-roady-esque tyres, just like our CB500X, and apparently it's a bit of a bargain compared to all other type of e-scooters. So it'd be interesting to see what it's like, and we'll have a whiz on private land, obviously. I know a few of you with your clipboards there will be going, you know, they're not legal to use on the road. I do know that, yes. I'm very much aware, but yes, this apparently can go off-road. Yes, a company called Ausom got in contact, a guy called Ben as well, funny enough. I said, Ben, we love the video, and we've got something that reminds us a lot of your bike. Would you like one? So I said, yes, I would. I said, can I bolt it to my motorcycle? They said, probably not a good idea, but it's yours to do with whatever you want. So anyway, we're going to get this out, put it together, and then at the end of the video, I'm going to have a little bit of a whiz on it. Most normal people. You like that? Right. Plugs, charger. Apparently it does over 40 miles an hour. And yeah, I go to France with a good lady in the car and stuff, so obviously I can take it there and do a little bit of green laning, off-roading, a bit of tech stuff on an electric scooter. Is it as cool as a motorbike? Well, no, but sometimes you can't just put a motorbike in the boot of your car, can you? So, oh my word, she's an absolute whopper. The only time I've ever been on an e-scooter was in Barcelona on a stag do, where the stag who was on the do actually went home early. Can you believe it? Thank you. He's a good chap. Well, here she is. I've got to put the handlebars on, but look at the knobbly tyres. Just like our little CB. It's supposed to be an absolute bargain compared to other electric scooters. I can't say I'm massively clued up on them, but I have looked into the specs and I can't find a faster one for the money. I think these are around about $800 or $900 or 800 euros or anything. I'll put it all in the description anyway. I think they've given us a discount code as well if you did want one. if you're crazy enough to want one. Look, oh, it's got a proper disc on it. Look, like the monoshock there. It does kind of look like the CB500 with the sort of yellowy orange there, the knobbly tyres. I can see why they've come up with that. Look at that. She's an absolute beast. Well, what I'm going to do is put the handlebars on and I'm going to put it on charge. And at the end of the video, we're going to have a little bit of a rip up some private land and just see how fast this little scoot is. Anyway, we've got some proper real work to do. Let's get our hands dirty, do some work on the bike. You know what? I might even drag the old man round to give us a hand. These mirrors are utterly fantastic. Totally adjustable. So if you are out in the wilderness and you want to move them out the way, just bend them down there like this. So if you do come off the bike, you're not going to break your mirrors. I'm really impressed with these, the quality of them. And I think they were about £8 or £9. I'll put the link in the description, but they were no money at all. I'm actually going to get a set for the Kawasaki KLR 650. Yes, unfortunately, P. Diddy's bin bag doesn't fit over the top of this seat, so that's a fail. I think that was £1 something. So yeah, don't bother with one of these. Yeah, utter rubbish, but it was worth a go, but not again. Fitted the cheap phone holder. As you can see, the base of it's quite good, but yeah, it is cheap. Would I recommend it? Probably not, but you will need something for navigation. So as I say, it was probably only about £4, so you can't moan really. Right, R&G heated grips. These are about £40 on eBay. Looks quite straightforward. That obviously plugs into this harness here, which then goes down to the battery. So left, right, and then the switch to turn them on and off. So it should be quite simple. Hopefully they go on without too much of a fuss. The grips on the bike at the moment are actually in quite good nick. So, but yeah, they look quite good. So let's give those a go. Right, it's not the most exciting of jobs, but as you can see, I'm running it down the side there to the battery. I'm going to tidy up the wiring now, instead of taking the tank off, and then they just plug in. Right, here we are with the crash bar. As you can see, probably a little bit shaky because I'm trying to hold the crash bar and this at the same time, but as you can see, there's 2 bolts up there. Fits there. We have to take the bolt out here and then mounts to here. So that's how the crash bars should look when they're on. So let's get these on, shall we? Crash bars fitted. I think they look absolutely fantastic. Big thank you to Tony for those. Thank you, Tony. They look absolutely brilliant. Front headlight guard fitted. It isn't a really plug and play type thing. You have to bend this bracket underneath here, which goes onto the, as you can see, I'm not sure if you can see it, but there you go, that's better. You see it comes on the bottom of the headlight, done on there. So you have to bend this as well, and then you have to sort of massage it in place and bend it sort of around. But it looks good, in fairness, for, I think this was about 12 quid, something like that. But it does give it a real adventure look and will provide a bit of protection. But it does actually, the more you look at it, the better it looks. I'm quite pleased with that, actually. Well, here she is with all of her aftermarket parts. Doesn't she look fantastic? More than £1,000 worth of bike, I think you'd probably agree. I think she looks great. I've not put the screen on just yet because, annoyingly, a couple of little parts are missing for that. So I have had a little moan to Temu and they're going to send out another one. But yeah, as you can see, it doesn't really make any difference. It looks so great. So what have we done? Well, new tyres, brand new and knobbly off-roady tyres, some gaiters, full service, full MOT. We've got the little softy seat on there as well. Look at that rear tyre, looks fantastic, doesn't it? I'm so pleased with the way this bike looks. It looks fantastic, doesn't it? We've got the handguards, which, to be honest, I don't think fit well at all, so I'm going to have to replace those. So a big no for me on the handguards, but they give you the look for now. The mirrors, big yes. The grate there for the headlight protector looks fantastic as well. I think it does look good, guys. What do you think in the comments? We've got the sump guard on there as well. I mean, for £1,000, this is what we have got for an adventure bike. But what we really need to do now is an adventure, don't we? So I think in the next episode, we've got no other option but to do a bit of green laning and see how she holds up. Hopefully those crash bars won't come in for any use. But yeah, there's other bits we could have done. But obviously we're on such a limited budget. Yes, I'd like to put risers on there, change the pegs and whatever else. But as I say, we're so limited on funds, and we had a strict budget of £1,000. But this is what we've achieved, guys. So let me know in the comments what you think. Right, I think it's time now to take the electric scoot for a little bit of a rip. We are with my new little toy, my Ausom, as it's called, L2 Max. How fantastically large and in charge is that? As you can see, we're on private land. This is my dad's driveway and a couple of neighbours down the road. I let them know I'm coming up and down here. They've got no issues. It's a private road. Don't panic, don't panic. Right, okay, how cool does this look? I did just want to say something as well, which I probably didn't pick up on with the CBX500 video. Would I buy those parts from Temu again, all the stuff I've got? To be honest, probably not. A lot of it was rubbish. The mirrors I absolutely loved. Obviously the crash bars I was given by Tony anyway. And the other bits and bobs, I'll tell you what, the headlight guard I would. The handguards, no, they're absolute rubbish. I've just sort of bodged them together for the time being because I'm going to get proper Honda ones for them. So we are going to go slightly over our budget, but I thought I'd just mention that. Okay, so we turn it on like this, apparently. Here's my key. There you go. Right, okay. Yeah, you have to use these. Comes with these little keys that you can use as well. And this does over 40 miles an hour, apparently. We'll start in eco mode. Wow, I think you've got a... Oh, my word. Story, but yes, we've got a new van. Look at her. Isn't she wonderful? Alright, okay, let's see how this goes. This is eco mode. Whoa! Oh, my word. Oh, that's smooth. That is smooth. Wow, brakes are pretty good as well. This goes. This is an eco mode. Oh, my God, it actually wheel spins. In sport mode, it actually wheel spins. Race mode apparently is even faster. This thing is ridiculous. Oh my word, this thing absolutely rips. Oh my word, look, you can see where I've wheel spun in a couple of places. This is in sport mode. Oh my word. Oh my word. Jeez, it's really fast for an e-scooter. As I say, I've only ever used one previously before and it wasn't as fast as this. Bloody hell, was it? Done a little skid there as well, and not just in my pants. Oh my God, this is a steep road and it's absolutely rocketing up here. We're doing 20 mile an hour up here. Oh my God, it's a steep hill. You probably doesn't show it on the camera. Wow, that is insane on the membrane. I absolutely love it. It's ridiculous though. Yes, if you do want one of these, I'll give you a link in the description for a discount code, but I'm in love with it. I can't wait to give it a proper another run out. This is a weapon. Look at that brake disc. Mono shock. Awesome. Awesome by name. Awesome by nature. Do I know a lot about e-scooters? No. Would I want anything other than this? No, I definitely wouldn't want anything faster. I tried a little bit of race mode there, and the rear wheel on this stamp actually spins up. Oh, what a Christmas present. What every 40-year-old needs, right, is one of these. Anyway, guys, I'm knackered after that. That was so much fun. Next video, hopefully, we're maybe getting our CB500X a little bit dirty. So, as always, guys, absolute pleasure. Please like, subscribe. I'm trying to get to the 10k, and it's all down to you. So, if you could, I shall see you in the next one.